Welcome back, guys. Today we are continuing with our learning target of making a 10 to add. So our learning target today is I can make a 10 to add. And we know that by making that 10, it helps us to see the numbers better and it's easier for us to count on. So let's go ahead and practice what we learned yesterday. You will need your 10 frames and counters, your paper and pencil. If you don't have 10 frames and counters at home, you can draw your 10 frames on your paper. Remember, a 10 frame is a rectangle with a line that separates it in half and 4 lines down. That gives you 10 on top, or 5 on top, 10 on bottom, which makes 10 altogether. And I'm going to go ahead and draw on my second 10 frame. Remember, it's a rectangle sliced in half with 4 lines down. And that gives you your double 10 frame. If you need to pause the video at any point to stop and draw your double 10 frame, you are welcome to do so. Just hit play when you're ready. So let's go ahead and look at our first problem. Gwen made 7 cupcakes. Then she made 5 more. So how many cupcakes did she make? Gwen made 7 cupcakes. Then she made 5 more. Can somebody tell me, what equation would I write that would help me to solve this problem today? That's right. 7 plus 5 equals. So I'm going to do 7 and 5 more to help solve my problem. On your paper or on your 10 frames, go ahead and show me what 7 plus 5 is. And when you're ready, hit play. How did you do, boys and girls? Did you do 7 and 5 more? Great. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to draw on my 7. There's my 7. Now I need to add 5 more. So, I need to add 5 more. I still have 3 spaces open. So I'm going to go ahead and start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that shows me that this 5 decomposed into 3 and 2 more. So let's think. What new equation could I write? If I look, I've made a 10. So what new equation would that be? Write it down on your paper and then hit play when you're ready. What did you come up with? Well, I have 10 plus how many more? That's right, it's 2. And what is 10 and 2 more? Well, I'm going to use my counting on strategy. 10, 11, 12. So 10 plus 2 is 12. And that means that 7 plus 5 is also 12. So 7 plus 5 is the same as 10 plus 2, because 10 plus 2 is 12, and 7 plus 5 is also 12. Great job, guys. You are getting the hang of this. So let's look at our next problem. My next problem says, solve 9 plus 4. And as you solve this, I want you to think about your making a 10 strategy. If you're at 9, how many more do you need to get to 10? And then how many are left over? Go ahead and hit pause. And when you're ready, hit play. All right, guys, let's see how we did. So if my problem is 9 plus 4, I'm going to draw in my 9. And then I need to add on 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that 4 got broken up into 1 plus 3. We decompose that number 4 to make 1 and 3 more. So, I bet you know what I'm going to ask. What new equation do you see here? We used our making a 10 strategy. So what new equation would I write? Write it on your paper, and when you're ready, hit play. How did you do? Well, I see a 10, so I know that there's going to be 10 plus 1, 2, 3. So what do we know about 9 plus 4 and 10 plus 3? Well, I'm going to use my friendly 10 to answer my question. I've got 10, and then I'm going to count on. So 10, 11, 12, 13. So 10 plus 3 is 13, which means that 9 plus 4 more is also 13. And that makes this sentence true. Great job, guys. Ready for our next one? Get your paper and pencil ready. Solve 8 plus 7. Using your making a 10 strategy, what is 8 and 7 more? Hit pause, and when you're ready, hit play. Did you solve it? Great thinking. I know you worked really hard on that. So here I have my 10 frames. This time I put my 10 frames side by side because sometimes on our papers, they are side by side, and that's still okay. So I'm going to start with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to add 7 more. So since there's 2 here, I'm going to go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have my 8 and my 7 more. I see that my 7 broke up into 2 and 5. We decompose that 7 into 2 and 5. What other equation do I have now? Wonderful. We made a 10. So we have 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is 10 plus 5? Let's count on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that means if 10 plus 5 is 15, 8 plus 7 is also 15. So 8 plus 7 is the same as 10 plus 5, because this side equals 15 and this side also equals 15. So yesterday and today we learned about making a 10 to add. By putting it on a 10 frame, I can see this group of 10, and then I can just count on. That's a little bit easier than thinking 8 and 7. But you'll still get the same answer when you make your friendly 10. Great job today, mathematicians. I know you've been working really hard. Next time, we're going to work on making a 10 to subtract. Wow, that's going to be even better. Go ahead and keep practicing your making a 10 to add by making your 10 and then adding on the rest. I will see you next time. Have a good day, mathematicians.